Hello, everyone. My name is Ratu Amaliah Baharudin, and today I'm going to present a moral reflection based on the story, The Golden Star Fruit Tree. In this session, we will explore the story, analyze its characters, and learn about the moral lessons it teaches us. I hope this presentation helps us reflect on the importance of humility and generosity in our daily lives. Before we dive into the story, let's look at our objectives for this session. By the end of this presentation, you will 1. Understand the moral lessons in the story. 2. Reflect on the characters' attitudes and how they relate to real-life situations. 3. Express your personal opinion and propose solutions to the moral issues presented in the story. Now, let me summarize the story. A long time ago, in Vietnam, there lived two brothers with very different attitudes. The elder brother was greedy, while the younger brother was kind and humble. When their father passed away, the elder brother took almost all of the inheritance, leaving the younger brother with just a small piece of land and a golden star fruit tree. One day, a giant raven came and ate the fruits from the tree. The younger brother asked the raven not to take the fruits because his family would starve. Surprisingly, the raven offered him a deal. The raven would pay for the fruits with gold. The younger brother was told to bring a 1-meter-long bag, and the raven took him to a place full of gold. The younger brother only took enough gold to fill the bag, and his family lived happily ever after. However, the elder brother, driven by greed, traded all his wealth for the tree. When the raven came, he also made a deal. But instead of following the instructions, he made a much larger bag and even filled his pockets with gold. On the way back, the load became too heavy for the raven. The elder brother fell into the sea and drowned because of his greed. Now that we know the story, it's time to reflect on its moral lessons. I will present some questions for you to think about. These questions will help us analyze the story, connect it to real-life situations, and reflect on what we can learn from it. The first question is, what is the main moral lesson you learned from this story? Prompt. Think about how the younger brother's humility brought him happiness and how the elder brother's greed led to his downfall. Answer. The main moral lesson is that greed leads to downfall, while humility and generosity lead to happiness and success. Next question. Why is this lesson important? Prompt. Reflect on how practicing humility and avoiding greed can positively affect your life and relationships with others. Answer. This lesson is important because it reminds us to share what we have, be content with what we need, and avoid harming others with selfish actions. How did the elder brother's greed cause his downfall? Prompt. Consider how his greed made him demand more than he could handle, putting himself in danger. Answer. The elder brother's greed caused his downfall because he overloaded the raven with gold, which resulted in him falling into the sea and drowning. What positive impact did the younger brother's humility have on his life? Prompt. Think about how the younger brother's actions and attitude affected his future. Answer. The younger brother's humility allowed him to take only what he needed. Because of this, he lived a comfortable and happy life with his family. Have you ever met someone who behaves like the elder or younger brother? Briefly share your experience. Prompt. Think about people around you who display greed or humility and how their behavior affects others. Answer. For example, I've met people who are humble and generous, just like the younger brother, and they inspired me to be kinder and more giving. How can people avoid being greedy in real life? Prompt. Focus on actions or mindsets that promote gratitude and selflessness. Answer. People can avoid greed by being grateful for what they have, focusing on needs instead of wants, and practicing generosity by sharing with others. Why is it important to be generous and humble? Prompt. Think about how these values affect relationships, happiness, and community. Answer. Generosity and humility create good relationships with others, bring inner happiness, and foster a supportive community. If you were in the younger brother's position, would you forgive the elder brother for his greed? Why or why not? Prompt. Think about the value of forgiveness and whether it helps people learn from their mistakes. Answer. Possible answers. Yes, because forgiveness can teach him a lesson and help him change his ways. Or no. because he needs to face the consequences of his actions first to truly learn. Do you think the raven treated the elder brother fairly? Prompt: reflect on whether the raven's actions were justified based on the elder brother's behavior. Answer: possible answers. Yes, because the raven gave him the same opportunity as the younger brother. It was the elder brother's greed that caused his downfall. Or no, because the raven could have warned the elder brother about the danger of taking too much gold. Okay, the last question. If you met someone in need, like the younger brother, what would you do to help them? Prompt: think about practical ways you could assist someone facing difficulties. Answer: for example, I would share my resources or help them find opportunities to improve their situation. To conclude, the Golden Star fruit tree teaches us that greed leads to destruction, while humility and generosity bring happiness and success. This story is a timeless reminder to make wise decisions, value kindness, and avoid selfish actions. Let's strive to apply these values in our daily lives. Thank you for your attention and participation. I hope this presentation inspires you to reflect on your values and actions. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to share them. Thank you.